So I've been talking about attachments lately. And today I want to talk a little bit about attachment to belief. So there's certain beliefs that each of us have. You know, as you grow up, you develop certain beliefs. Maybe as a kid, you might have believed in the tooth fairy and maybe Santa Claus. Now, usually when kids get older, they look at those beliefs and realize they're ridiculous, but maybe some other kid lets them know that, hey, there's no such thing as the tooth fairy. Make fun of them because they believe in Santa Claus, and then their beliefs are shattered and they don't believe in that stuff anymore. But there are other beliefs that we hang on to, and they may be beliefs that we hold very dear to ourselves, like religious beliefs, some of which may be reasonable. They may be based in something that is useful and helpful to our lives, but usually there is, even within religious beliefs, some of those are based in maybe misguided beliefs. In other words, you may believe that Adam and Eve got thrown out of the Garden of Eden because they ate an apple. And yet, it never says in the Bible that they ate an apple. You may believe that money is the root of all evil when that's not exactly how it says, what it says in the Bible, if those are the types of things that you believe. But in addition to that, you may have other beliefs just about what is a healthy relationship, or you may have beliefs about what parents are supposed to do as they raise their children, beliefs about what is a socially acceptable thing to do and how you should respond to people who act in ways that you don't think is socially acceptable. You may believe things about your national identity, and that other people who don't feel the same way as you do, you may think of them as disrespectful. And these beliefs are based in how you were raised, in certain things that you experienced in life that other people may not have been raised with and may not have experienced. And it doesn't make their beliefs any less valuable, or I guess any less valid. It's just that they're different than yours. So we tend to get very attached to our beliefs, and the belief systems that we have, a lot of times we treat them as very religious, even though they may not have anything to do with church or a religion per se. We take a religious attitude about them. Maybe it's even whether we sit left or right on the political spectrum and what we think is right and wrong. We hang on to these beliefs because of how we were programmed growing up, or maybe some experience that we had even later in life that changed the way we thought about what we grew up with. But these beliefs really need to be looked at. And it may be helpful just to start asking yourself, are these beliefs, do I really know that they're true? Am I absolutely sure that each of these things that I believe are true? What if they aren't true? How would I feel if that belief was totally invalid? I mean, how would I know that it's valid or not? Is it just something that's because of the way I was brought up? How do I know? How do I test to determine whether what I believe in is actually a valid belief? I mean, whether it's based in something solid and true. And what you may find out is that a lot of things that you believe, they may not even have any fact behind them. It may just be things that you've heard so much that you started to believe them, or things that you saw written down somewhere, and so you believe them, but you never actually experienced whatever it is that you believe for yourself. you just accepted it based on things that you saw over and over and over again in the media, on TV, in talking to other people. You know, sometimes we form beliefs about what people are like in other countries just based on things that we've seen in a movie or on the news, and they may be total bullshit. How do you know unless you've actually been to that country yourself and experienced what that culture is like and been around enough people in different parts of that country to really know whether what you believe about that country is even true? So now think about those beliefs and see if you could let them go. Because the more you let go of the beliefs, the less they are likely to trap you. Could you let them go? Would you let them go? And when? Go ahead and do that. Practice that, letting go of those beliefs that may not be serving you anymore. That's all I have for today. Ciao.